We're coming to you live from Zucotti Park in downtown Manhattan at Occupy Wall Street. The voices you hear behind me, well, that's the process of communication here. There's all kinds of modern technology. This broadcast coming to you live, for example, but there's also very basic communication mandated by the police force, who refuse to give anybody here a permit for amplification. So the way they communicate is, well, maybe you can hear it. One person talks, everybody repeats. We're going to go ahead with introducing you to some of the folks who are here at Occupy Wall Street. You may have heard a lot about who's here, hippies and crazy people. Well, that's what you're hearing on the network news. Actually, come down here, it's a whole different story. Let me start by introducing, or having them introduce, two people wearing Wisconsin t-shirts. You can imagine my eye was drawn to them. Start off, tell me who you are and what brings you here.
Well, I'm Harry Wasprin. I'm a co-founder and organizer with the Job Party. And we're here because, as in Wisconsin, this is an area where people are actually saying enough and fighting back. There's a class war against working families, and this is just a place where we can come together and use it as a platform to have our collective voices be heard, where people are coming together and doing incredible, incredible actions and feeling empowered in a way that they haven't since Madison.
And how about you? Did you just come by from a nearby neighborhood someplace?
No, I came from Madison, Wisconsin. My name is Jenna Pope, and I came here because this is an issue that affects everybody nationwide, not just people in New York. And I wanted to come out and show that people from Wisconsin are still standing up and speaking out. So that's why I'm here.
Wait a minute, you came all the way from Wisconsin? How? How did you get here?
I took a train.
And did you come alone?
No, I came with a couple of other friends from Madison.
And why did people who've, let's face it, had their fill of activism this year feel it was important to come to New York to participate?
Like I said, this is an issue that affects everybody nationwide. And a part of the reason I'm also here is because people in Wisconsin didn't really know what was going on here. So I'm here to give them the direct info from, ground zero. And people in Wisconsin are super, super pumped up about this. So I'm really, really glad I'm here.
Is there an Occupy Madison yet?
It's starting the 7th, so 2 days from now. Yeah.
Not as if you didn't already do that. We were there. Talk about the Job Party. What is it, Harry?
The Job Party is the progressive counter to the Tea Party, building a mass movement based on jobs. We launched at the start of the Wisconsin occupation with a series of solidarity rallies in front of Fox News for Wisconsin. And it really caught on like wildfire. Our rallies just escalated in size until we were on MSNBC and talking with Move On about expanding it to all 50 state capitals. And from there, the movement to rebuild the American dream has been running with it, and it's been just a whirlwind ever since.
Well, but are jobs a political issue? You watch a lot of the money media and they'll say, that's up to the market to create jobs. It's not a policy issue when people don't have jobs. It's just a personal problem.
If our government wants to create jobs, they should create jobs. We need a 21st century WPA, and I feel like the conservative approach would be what worked during the Great Depression. I think at this point, we should be hiring teachers, firefighters, cops, healthcare workers, and all of a sudden there are people employed, jobs, and we could win the future with educated children that don't need to go to prison. And instead of having to spend our time here trying to make sure that we didn't go to college or grad school and rack up hundreds of, maybe even $100,000 in debt just to be unemployed and living with our parents after the fact.
Jenna, do you have a job?
I do.
What's your job?
I work for another activist just at a small retail store in Madison.
And what is the jobs picture for people your age, your cohort? Do they feel like this is a crisis?
The people I work with? Yeah, they definitely do. But like I said, I work for another activist, so she understands, the situation. So she's a pretty good boss. So we aren't worried about our future and our job specifically, but we do understand that other jobs are under attack.
As long as there's activism, you'll be employed.
Yes.
All right. Thank you both for coming on. If people want to find out more about the Jobs Party, where can they go?
Well, they can go to jobparty.us, and or they can meet us at 4:15 at the corner of Church and Chambers before the rally this afternoon. We have very distinct Wisconsin symbols we like to use, just to spread it as visually as we can, the degree to which we're all standing in solidarity with the people that are being destroyed by Paul Ryan and Scott Walker's class war.
All right, thank you both. I look forward to seeing more cheeseheads this afternoon. You're watching Free Speech TV's coverage of the Labor March on Wall Street with Occupy Wall Street, here direct from New York City for Free Speech TV.